Hello everyone, I welcome you once again for the second part of the chapter The Lost Spring by Yanison. Today we discuss about the character Mukesh, son of who Bengal maker. Let me tell you the basic facts, the characteristics of Mukesh and his family. So what you have to do is just write down the basic points related to Mukesh and the second part. Mukesh wants to be a motor mechanic. Mukesh wants to be a motor mechanic. He will learn how to drive a car. It means he wants to drive a car, but his dream looms like a mirage. He lives in the dusty town of Firozabad. It is the center of India's glass blowing industry. Families have spent generations making bangles for women. Across the world. And you know, Mukesh family is among them. Let me tell you the description of Mukesh. Mukesh wants to be a motor mechanic. At the right from the beginning, it is being mentioned the statement of Mukesh that I wants to drive a car. Mukesh wants to be a motor mechanic. He will learn how to drive a car, but his dream looms like a mirage. He lives in the dusty town of Firozabad. It is the center of India's glass blowing industry. Families have spent generations making bangles for women across the world, and Mukesh family is among them. So in this description there are so many questions we have asked. Just that who is Mukesh? Question may be, who is Mukesh? The main protagonist. What was his dream in life? What was his dream in life. Who is Mukesh? What was his dream in life? Mukesh is a poor Bengal maker, the son of a poor Bengal maker in real sense, I would like to say. What was his dream in life? He wanted to join the garage. He wanted to learn the works of a mechanic. He wants to become a mechanic. Or rather, in other words, I would like to say, he wants to drive a car. He is very consistent to his work. He always, we see throughout the chapter, by the description of Mukesh, that he is totally different from the others. And so in the same way, there is a question here on that how is Mukesh different from that of his family and from that of a Sahib. यहीं से ये क्वेश्चन दूसरा जो है पुट होता है. Question: how is Mukesh's attitude? Different from that of his family and that of Sahib. How is Mukesh's attitude different from that of his family and that is of Sahib? इसका जो दृष्टिकोण है वो अलग क्यों है? देखिए, साहिब के बारे में मैं पहले आपको बता देता हूं. आपने फर्स्ट पार्ट में अभी पढ़ा भी था कि साहिब को काम मिलता है, टी स्टॉल पर काम मिलता है. In the concluding lines of the first part, it is being said that now Sahib works in a tea stall, but he is not happy. He is not happy. He wants to rejoin his old business of rag picking. Although he is paid 800 rupees and 2 square meal, that's enough for a rag picker. But he just avoid that task, that work. And apart from that, he insists of being his own master by joining his old business of rag picking. Let's see about Mukesh. What's Mukesh? Mukesh is totally different. He is the son of a poor Bengal maker, but he wants to drive a car. He wanted to do something different from the others. He is totally different from of his family. How? He is totally different from his family because according to the family of Mukesh, it is a God given lineage. It is a God given lineage, and God given lineage can never be broken. But as far as Mukesh is concerned, he is totally different from Sahib and the attitude of his family. His family has a traditional outlook. They didn't want to change in their life. But here Mukesh totally opposite with the thinking of his family. He wants to join the garage, whereupon he wants to start to do different things. He wanted to join the garage and wants to learn to drive a car. यदि ये तीनों बातें हम एक साथ एक संदर्भ में लेकर के आए तो साहिब के बारे में हम बता सकते हैं कि उसका दृष्टिकोण क्या था जब उसको थोड़ा सा बेहतर प्रोफेशन मिलता है. लेकिन जो मुकेश है वो किस प्रकार से एक अच्छे प्रोफेशन की तरफ बढ़ना चाहता है तमाम बाधाओं के बावजूद भी. इसीलिए जो लेखिका है वो बड़ी उत्साहित होती है इस बात को देख करके कि मुकेश के अंदर एक लीक से हटकर चलने की एक हैबिट है जो उसके अंदर आई है. अभी जो हमने पढ़ा था डिस्क्रिप्शन, इसी में से क्वेश्चन आता है कि व्हाट मेक्स द सिटी ऑफ फिरोजाबाद फेमस. What makes the city of Firozabad famous? Firozabad is famous for Bengal making industry. Firozabad is famous for Bengal making industry. It is the center of glass blowing industry. Not in India, but all of Asia. It is just the center of glass blowing industry, and generations have spent working around the hot furnaces. They have spent generations. Every other family have the same type of occupation. So we can say Firozabad is famous for what? For making bangles. And what it is the center of glass blowing industry. So Firozabad is recognized as an industry which is famous for making bangles. Another account I would like to say, here on you have to write down along with me that about 20,000 children work. About 20,000 children work illegally around the hot furnaces. Around the hot furnaces with high temperature. With high temperature. They live in stinking lanes. They live in stinking lanes. Their homes are hovels. Their homes are just hovels with crumbling walls. उनके घर जो है वो खंडहर बन करके रह रहे हैं क्रम्बलिंग दीवार के साथ. दे हैव क्राउडेड विद families of human and animals. As far as the further explanation is concerned, you may write down. These are the basic facts or points from the chapter. So it's much better for you to write down, and after that there may be the question from the same type of facts. So it's important to learn you these facts. Okay. Mukesh's grandmother has watched her own husband go blind with the dust of polishing the bangles. They cannot give up God-given lives. they cannot give up God given lineage. They have been born in the caste of Bengal makers. In the caste of Bengal makers. Okay. So there may be the question from here on, dear students. Where is the question? Mention the hazards of working in the glass Bengal industry. Mention the hazards of working in the glass Bengal industry. Question is, ग्लास बेंगल इंडस्ट्री में काम करने के लिए जो काम करते हैं उनके लिए हैजार्ड्स क्या है? तो आपको ये बताना है कि जो ग्लास बेंगल इंडस्ट्री के अंदर काम करते हैं, द वर्कर्स हैव टू वर्क इन डिंगी सेल्स विदाउट एयर एंड लाइट, and their eyes are so much used to with the artificial light that they can't afford the outside light. They became just used to with the artificial light, क्योंकि उनको अंधेरे के अंदर डिंगी सेल्स में बिना लाइट के, एयर के, हवा के वहां पर रहना पड़ता है, तो वो यूज्ड टू हो जाते हैं उसी प्रकार के लाइट में. And most probably they often lose the brightness of their eyes before they became adults. It is the common scenario of all the people, all the children surviving there. So, as far as the hazards of working in the glass Bengal industry is concerned, इसके जो consequences हैं वो बहुत ज़्यादा घातक हैं. There may be several dangerous diseases, but the most, the thing you have to remember is the eyesight. They lose the brightness of their eyes before they become adult. What could be some of the reasons? इसी के आगे हैं. What could be some of the reasons of migrating people? Let's see what could be some of the reasons of migrating people from village to cities. There may be several reasons of migration of people from village to cities, and most of them are related to education, better health conditions, or availability of the circumstances whereupon they can survive in other conditions. So in search of employment, हम कह सकते हैं in search of employment, ताकि उनको काम मिल जाए, कोई बेरोजगार ना रहे, बेरोजगारी दूर हो जाए, इसके लिए लोग जो माइग्रेट होते हैं. इन सर्च ऑफ लिवलीहुड के लिए भी जो है लोग गांवों को छोड़ करके शहरों की तरफ पलायन करते जा रहे हैं. लोग समझते हैं कि बेटर हेल्थ कंडीशन वहां पर मिलेंगी, स्वास्थ्य का जो है उनको ज्यादा प्राथमिक तौर पर उनको अवसर मिलेगा। ये सारी की सारी बातें हैं जिसकी वजह से लोग जो है माइग्रेट होते हैं। एक क्वेश्चन इसमें आता है कि कैन ए गॉड गिवन lineage ever be broken? Can a God given lineage ever be broken? Who says this? Who says this and why? Can a God-given lineage ever be broken? Who says this and why? It is the statement of Mukesh grandmother. ये जो स्टेटमेंट है ये मुकेश की दादी की स्टेटमेंट है। और जब मुकेश कुछ अलग लीक से हटकर के करना चाहता है, कुछ डिफरेंट करना चाहता है, मोटर मैकेनिक बनना चाहता है, मोटर मिस्त्री बनना चाहता है, कार चलाना चाहता है, अपने फैमिली से थोड़ा सा अपोजिट जाकर के हटकर काम करना चाहता है, तो ये स्टेटमेंट आती है कि क्या भगवान के द्वारा दी हुई वंश परंपरा को तोड़ा जा सकता है? ऑब्वियसली ये जो एक तरीके से पहले से ही प्री प्लांट उनके दिमाग के अंदर जो बनी हुई धारणा है उसके अनुरूप ये बात कहती है उसकी दादी की भगवान ने उनको किस कास्ट में पैदा किया है? जो चूड़ी बनाने वाले हैं, बैंगल मेकर की कास्ट में उनको पैदा किया है। तो ये स्वाभाविक है कि वो वही काम करेंगे। उनका जो माइंडसेट है वो इसी के लिए है कि they are born in the caste of Bengal makers and they have to do the same profession till their entire lifetime. They didn't even think in priority in any task. That's why it is being said the God-given lineage can never be broken for these children. Next, इसमें जो क्वेश्चन है वो है there are two different words. There are two different words and वो वर्ड कौन कौन से हैं? There are two different words in Fazabad explain. There are two different words in फिरोजाबाद एक्सप्लेन। देखिए फिरोजाबाद में दो संसारों का वर्णन है। एक संसार खुद उन लोगों का है जो बैंगल मेकिंग प्रोफेशन से जुड़े हुए हैं,